talk about InfoPath forms here. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is open Microsoft InfoPath. Right, so using InfoPath Designer 2010. So there are two tools. Okay, so we have these. So InfoPath is a tool used to design electronic forms. So what is the purpose? In many organizations we have paper-based forms. So people fill papers and take the papers for approval and everything. They also use Word documents and Excel sheets and everything. So this InfoPath tool allows you to create electronic forms. Thereby you stop using papers or Excel sheets or Word documents. So something which is very powerful, very easy to develop and deploy. So I have opened my InfoPath here, and we have popular form templates, and one of the most commonly used InfoPath form template is SharePoint form library. So users fill out a form in SharePoint and save it to a form library. A library which contains documents is called document library. A library which has forms is called form library. Is that clear? A library which contains pictures is called pictures library. So I click on design form. Right now we get a template. Right, we have a template, and now we can start designing. As you can see, it has a table and it has some labels, controls, and then you can add more labels and controls and so on. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a leave request form. Right. Now here, so leave details I can enter, and I don't need this particular section right now, so I'm just going to delete it. Right. So in the leave details I can add a label, so I can say user. I can add a text box. Just click on the text box and it's going to come here. Now I can click on this and to go to text box properties, and then I can change the field name. So it's a good practice to use some proper naming conventions. Once I add my user, I want to add other fields, so I can say that leave category. So under what category would you like to take your leave? Now I want this to be a drop down, so I'll put a drop down, and then I will go to my drop down list properties and then change it to DRP leave categories. Right. Then I will also add certain other fields where I'll say from date. Right. So in the from date I will use certain other controls. We have date picker, so I'm going to use the date picker, right, and then I will add another row here, right, and here I will put to date. Then I will put this date picker again. Now since I don't need these columns, I'm going to just click on this and say delete. Sorry. So what we need to do here is we need to delete these. Delete I can say columns, then it merges. So now we have a form like this. From date I'm going to change this, so call it as DTP from date. Okay, now to date I'm going to make it DTP to date. Date time picker. This the prefix you use for good naming convention. So when you look at the fields, you clearly know what type of fields you have. So now this ends the form design session.